Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Katie. I've made 3 other lookbooks on this channel, so be sure to check them out after you watch this video. But this video I decided to do something a little different with my channel, and I'm doing the ugly location challenge. I first saw Tess make do this challenge, and so after that I was inspired by like her New York style, so I wanted to do one in Maryland over here. So my boyfriend and I went to 4 different locations. We were very careful of like where we would decide to take our photos because we didn't want to call anywhere ugly. But the locations we picked were mainly just like locations that people don't usually take photos at. We're not calling them all ugly. So we got on the road and we took this all in one day, and unfortunately it was very cloudy that day, so the lighting wasn't the best for all of them. So the first place we went to was a metal scrap center, and so it had like random piles of metal when you first enter, and then we saw like condensed pieces of metal, and then we found wooden pellets that were stacked up, and so we decided to take the photo here. So at first there were just like 3 normally stacked like rows of pellets, and so we decided to take a few from the top of the shortest stack so that I could go on top of that, and so that's what I did in this photo, and use my shoes and jacket kind of as a prop. And so yeah, I think this is probably like my second favorite of the photos that we took during this challenge. So this wasn't the first location that we went to, but I wanted to show you guys this one first because it was the location that we got kicked out of. We thought that it was a location where like people can buy scraps of metal or just like turn it into recycle them. So this man came out and told us that we were trespassing, even though we told him we were just taking photos. He kind of seemed a little aggressive, but we didn't think we were trespassing because when we walked in, it showed hours of the location, like open hours of the business. It didn't say no trespassing or like do not enter, so I think he was just lying to get us out of there, but it's okay because we got nice photos out of it. This location is actually the photo that I uploaded on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, you should. My username is Katie_. So usually before I upload photos, because it takes a little long to edit and like put intros and outros together, I usually post like sneak peeks on my Instagram, so you definitely should follow. So the second location I wanted to show you guys was this park. It wasn't necessarily ugly, but this was a difficult challenge. So at first I really wanted to take a picture on top of a slide, but because of the angle of the slide, I basically just fell off or like was very uncomfortable trying to hold my position. So that didn't work out. And then John suggested like finding something with a patterned background and maybe using that. So we tried to do a couple, tried to make it artsy, tried to go upside down. Didn't work. And then we saw like a little trail thing that they had, like a bridge, and so we tried to do like a symmetric photo to make that like pretty, but I still wasn't satisfied with that. So we're about to leave, but then we saw like the second part of the park, and I liked the bright colors that it had since I was wearing very neutral colors, and so that's where I got my photo, and this is the final image for this. And I really like it again because like it contrasts what I'm wearing. So for our third location, we decided to go back to campus, and this is actually like across where I live, but it's an empty garage. Usually it's filled up, but we went to the top of the garage and it was very empty, literally nothing there. And this was probably the hardest location just because there was not really anything that we could have like played around with. I tried using a prop, we tried like putting a blanket out, using a drink prop in my hand, but still didn't work out. So we just decided to kind of use the plain background to our advantage, and this is the photo that we got. Yeah. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I wasn't really sure what we were going to do, but I liked how this turned out. Okay. So the last location is my favorite, that's why I saved it for last. So we went to a car junkyard, and this is somewhere that John and his father go to. And so you can enter for $2 per person, and you pick apart whatever like car part that you need, and you bring it to the front, and you pay for it, usually like a very small amount, and then take it to go. Like this man right here rolling around with his wheel. Originally I wanted to go to like a truck or take a photo on top of a hood, but as you see, all the cars are like propped up, and so that would have made it very difficult or dangerous. And so while we were walking, I saw this ambulance, and because of like the colors of it, I really wanted to go to it and maybe take a photo inside or like on the passenger seat. But when we looked inside, it was really full, and then right behind it we saw this van that I liked. The colors were really neutral, which I think like matched my outfit, and so the only problem with it was that it was a little too empty, so we decided to throw a prop. John went looking around and found like this tire that we put inside, and then like this piece of headlight, so we put that in there. What made this one a little difficult was like because we were inside the van, it was hard to get a good angle or the right angle with like the right amount of light coming in. So I liked 3 photos, and these are the 2 that I didn't pick but I liked. But then this is the one that I chose. Props to John, because I really liked how this photo turned out, and this was not like a pretty location, but I like the vintage vibe that it has going on. Alright, so that's the end of my ugly location challenge. I'm not really sure what other videos I will be posting this summer, so if you have any ideas, go ahead and link them down below. Also, if you see any locations that look familiar to you because you're from Maryland, feel free to comment that down too. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye! If you haven't already, you should like, comment, and subscribe. Good.
How you do it? Oh boy.